Okay, so this is a follow-up to my video about Dwight Howard and his wife that was on the internet crying because he has a cocaine problem and their baby got taken away because of it, etc. Right? So what's the question you asked, babe?
I don't, again, this happens all the time. I see it all the time. I'm a social worker, I'm a drug counselor. I don't understand being in a relationship with somebody that gets high on hard drugs, not marijuana,
Hard drugs.
cocaine, heroin,
Drugs.
oxys, whatever. How are you in a relationship with somebody that uses drugs and you don't use drugs?
I don't
How do
know
you think
because
that's going to work
to
out?
me, if you okay, so like drugs, okay, and I'm gonna be clear. First of all, I think people that smoke weed, to me, that's drugs, like because people who smoke weed is a lot with that. Like they be spending time. Like first of all, they smell. They have to spend a lot of time like getting a drug. They gotta wake up. They gotta smoke. They gotta know if they can smoke wherever they go. Like it's a lot with weed too. So this is inclusive in this conversation, right? But in particular, Dwight Howard's wife is saying that he sniffs cocaine. Now she didn't say she doesn't sniff cocaine, and maybe that's why their relationship was working. Maybe she sniffs cocaine too, but she don't consider herself to have a habit. But if you're sniffing cocaine and I don't sniff cocaine, what in the fuck do we have to do to each other? Because I've seen people on cocaine, as we all have, crack, cocaine, powder cocaine, crack cocaine, any kind of heroin. If you're not doing that, how are you connecting with them? Like what are y'all doing? What are you doing in between when they're high? Because I feel like people who use drugs, that's all their whole life
Yes,
is centered around drugs.
a large
Portion of
portion of
their
their life
right.
is dedicated to finding the drug, buying the drug, preparing the drug to use. Like that's one of the questions in the screeners that we ask.
Right.
They spend an exorbitant amount of time trying to get the drug.
Right. So what are you doing with your man or your woman if that's what they do? Are you going with them? Are you taking a ride? Are you providing the cash? Are you sitting down while they're high? Are you next to them when they're nodding? I don't know what you're doing. So what I'm saying is, again, this goes back to my point. If the lady told you that he sniffed coke and you're not a coke sniffer, he should have been off the market for you, right? Like that's for anybody. If you say if I meet you and you and I see that you're into cocaine, heroin, crack, ecstasy, pills, whatever type of shit, that's not for me because I'm not gonna invest any time into your hobby because I don't do that.
People do it. I don't get it. But I
But
don't.
but if you then
And they be trying. I'm
right,
gonna make it work. I don't know how.
how are you gonna make it work? Are you gonna become cocaine?
That's my thing. If you don't start getting high with
Right.
them, how are you making this work?
I don't know. And I don't want to get high. See, I'm not interested in drugs. I'm very afraid of drugs, right? Like I'm afraid of drugs. I'm too much of a control freak. I can't. I cannot. People who do drugs, God bless you. I don't like nothing about that. Okay. And when I said, I mean, we all of that. I don't want none of that. I want pills. I don't want to lean. I don't want nothing. And I don't want to spend no money on no drugs. So we don't have nothing. We don't even have the basics in common, right? Because the type shit that you're on, I'm not on that at all. I never want to be on it. I never want to. I never want to be that high. If a drink, and even that I've cut down on significantly or whatever as I've gotten older or whatever. I'm old. It gives me a headache. I have a drink on the weekend, but cocaine. I don't want to do any of that. So I definitely don't understand that portion of the relationship, and I don't understand how you thought that being with a cocaine addict wouldn't result in some type of issue with your children. Now I don't know if this is too much to say, but like if you partake in illegal illicit drugs and your partner does it, maybe you want to share how that works for you because I don't fucking get
Please
it.
share. And better question.
Because we are curious to
So
know.
I'm anybody that knows me. I hate to admit this, but I'm an arrogant dude. What do you think about yourself that you think that somebody that's addicted to a controlled substance, that something about you is gonna make them act differently?
But it's the same thing I said about
Yeah.
Cooch.
Like,
It's the same thing.
How confident can you be?
If
in
your
yourself?
if it's the same thing I said about cooch. Your cooch doesn't do anything, and I understand. I'm sure there's men that are gonna tell me there's this, that, there's this kind of cool. But at the end of the day, it really is, like basically the same. So I don't. What about cocaine addiction is serious? Crack addiction is serious. Drug addiction is serious. Marijuana addiction is serious. Heroin. These are serious addictions. You think that just with what love? You're gonna overcome that? Where do y'all live at? It's some of y'all out here like, yeah, y'all think love is enough for anything. Oh, I'm just gonna love them and it'll be okay. I'm just gonna love my kids and that's gonna be okay. And I'm gonna love him even though he sniffs coke. What? Y'all live in the la la land. Anybody, that's a whole nother video about people who think just love is enough. But that's what she probably thought. She just loved him and she accepted him from who he was, and she didn't have any problems with the fact that he liked transgenders, and she didn't have any problems with he had cocaine addiction. She was just gonna love him with her good cooch, and that was gonna make it better.
See, and the sexual orientation, that's a whole nother level. So first you thought you was gonna love him enough to break his addiction.
Yes.
But you also thought you was gonna love him enough to change his sexual orientation? Like, this is like,
I've never felt love like that.
This is worse than the people that think that they're gonna, like, I don't know, do an exorcist and you're not gonna be gay no more.
I don't.
Are you dumb?
Right? Are you dumb? Because that's not how any of that works.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I've never felt like love like that, and I would like it to miss me completely. You know what I mean? Like, I don't never want to be loved like that. Because that's a love I'm not interested in. And I'm gonna make sure that I teach my children, my son and my daughter, to make sure that type of love misses them as well. Because yeah, I don't know, babe. I don't get it. You and I like same type shit, so it works. You know what I mean? Like, it's not you using cocaine and your partner is not the same thing as him liking sports and you not being into sports. They're very different things. So I don't know. From the basic things about him, which he seems to like, you and him had nothing in common. So how is this marriage gonna work? Like, marriage, I think, is based on like a friendship and stuff like that. You have to like your partner, not just love them. And what did you like about him? Because he doesn't seem like he even liked you or the things that you're into. I don't know. That's it. That's all. Well, I said that for the last video, but then I had something else to say. So now I think that's it. That's all.